Most people drive through Zion just for the views. We came for the feeling. We took these slingshots off the map to chase a storm, but I never expected to end up face to face, and I mean inches away from prehistoric giants. Welcome to Zion Mountain Ranch.
Let's go to the greenhouse, check out a little bit more on the ranch, and then straight ahead is a greenhouse. We're gonna go look in there. There's some nice outdoor seating for really big parties. So nice. They grow so many beautiful flowers and things here. You can eat in here. Oh my god, it's so pretty! Wow. Oh, it's a dream to have a place like this one day. Look at all this. Wow. So cool. Tomatoes. Lots of tomatoes. Look at that. Green onions being planted. Love the water feature. And this beautiful table you can sit and have a meal at. And look at that view. I love how they used all different window sizes and shapes for the windows. Lots of lighting, it's so unique.
Super peaceful being out here. I'm sitting at Zion Mountain Ranch. Michelle and myself, we were out here about 5 years ago for our 1-year wedding anniversary. And it's so nice to be out here again with my mom, my dad, my sister, all of us out here just having a good old time. They're walking through the garden. They do horseback riding around here. Right there, you can see towards the back. We've got a horseback riding tour coming back. Got ponies. There was a storm last couple of days, so right here is a bison reserve area, so you usually have tons of bison around here. But because of the storm, so they ran away. What I've heard with bison is when they feel a storm coming or see one coming, they'll run towards a storm to get through it faster. They had a nice chill morning hanging out, had a great lunch brunch at Cordwood, grilled cheese, coffee, snacks, and now we are about to go see the bison that are coming down right now.
The bottom one goes up.
So I'm preparing for that. It's a wagon right where we get to see the bison, get to feed them, get up close to them, which is a rare opportunity because typically when you go to Yellowstone or other national parks, you're supposed to stay about, I think it's about 30 to 40 feet away from the bison. So in this case, we get pretty up close and we'll actually be able to get to feed them. One of my favorite things is being out in nature. And one of my favorite animals are these bison. It just reminds me of something prehistoric, you know, like they're not something that you see. Like before I came to the Mountain West, I didn't even know like an animal like this existed. First time I came across them was in Yellowstone. To be able to see them in their habitat in a reserve up close and to be able to go and feed them safely, so incredible. There's something spiritual about standing this close to a creature this powerful. It stops time. It forces you to just be present. These aren't just lunch stops. These are the core memories that stick with you forever. But the road is calling. We
traded nature's thunder for a little thunder of our own. Full tanks, full hearts, let's ride.